Harry Potter will be our first topic of today. We will be talking about the HBO Harry Potter remake, reboot. Do you want to get right into that?
I'd say remake, a reimagining of everyone's favorite wizards.
Kind of a reboot, I guess.
I guess the way of saying it is very much like your Superman that you simp is I would say it's just a reimagining, and it's its own interpretation of the story.
Yeah, and I can see why it makes sense to do kind of an updated version. Like, I mean, the only thing I don't know is, are they going to have like phones and stuff? Will they have?
That's a good question.
Smartphones.
I don't know. I know that in the movies, it's in like I think the first film's supposed to be in like 1998 or something. I don't think so. By the time the film's finished in 2010 or something, part 2.
So will
of Hallows came out. I think it stayed further away than you think.
Will they base it in the 90s, or will they make it, modern?
I honestly don't know.
I have no idea.
No, that's a good question. I have no idea.
I'm not sure.
I actually don't know. I think that's a good question. I guess we'll find out. When's it out? 2027?
Yeah, that's right. So one of the reasons I wanted to talk about it as well is we have right here for you some casting photos.
Oh, God, I can't wait.
Yeah. And it's revealing a couple of the people that are actually in the show. So they've cast the 3 main kids. What do we got? Dominic McLaughlin, Isabella.
I don't know if I can get used to these new names.
Arabella Stanton and Alistair Stout as Ron.
Okay.
No more. What's his name? Rupert Grint.
Yeah.
He's done for.
Harry Potter.
Yeah, we got no more Rupert. We've just got these goons.
Yeah,
I feel sorry for these kids, man. They're going to be like forever hated.
And loved by some people.
It's just such a dicey franchise to be a part of, though. I feel like,
yeah, they're really tied in, and it's going to be like 8 years of their life. They're going to finish the show as young adult actors now.
Aren't they filming season 1 and 2 together? Isn't that what they said?
Yes, I believe they did say that.
Right, that's kind of. Aren't they building a school? The real Hogwarts on the set, so they can keep going to classes.
They can educate the child actors. Yeah, they are literally doing that. Oh man.
Yeah, it's sad. I feel sorry for them because I feel like they're just going to be ridiculed their whole life.
It's a big
whilst
undertaking.
Being very rich. Do you think how old were they when the last movie came out? Were they even born?
Well, that would have been like 15 years ago, so probably not.
Yeah,
right?
So
they probably weren't alive when the final Harry Potter movie
it
came out in cinemas.
At least the books I think didn't Daniel Radcliffe say that he like knew of the books and then read them when he got the part? It's like for these kids when they were born and took on the role, there's been not only the books but movies and spin-off movies,
entire
games
franchise
and all sorts. So,
woof, it's a pretty big undertaking. I mean, like I will say, the kids look cute. They look about as what you need to look like to be the Harry Potter kids. I don't think the kids have anything to do with any of the hate that might come their way.
No,
it's I get it. They're kids; they just want to act. They probably can't even understand the ramifications of taking on such a big role.
I hear the casting of Hermione is more book accurate because apparently in the books she has buck teeth.
Well,
not to be confused with buck beak.
Yeah, of course. Well, speaking of other cast and characters, we have a couple of different casting announcements here. So the first guy to sign on officially, this was
I forgot about this.
February? Yeah. So in February, John Lithgow signed on as Albus Dumbledore. Very interesting casting. I mean, he's going to, as he even says in this quote, it's going to define me for the last chapter of my life. I'll be about 87 years old at the wrap party, but I've said yes.
Well,
wow.
Well, we've already had one Dumbledore pass while filming. So, the OG one. Remember he died? The original one? He only did the first 2.
Jared Harris's dad?
Well, well, the thing is, like, I guess when it comes to these people, like these like actors, like this guy, he was in Daddy's Home, wasn't he? So he's obviously a great actor. I kid.
Yeah.
He is a very well known actor. People like this I have less sympathy for than the kids because they know what they're doing. I mean, it's such a tricky subject because I like the Harry Potter movies and I watch them every couple years. I'm guess what you would call a fan. Is that okay to say these days?
They're good. It's a good movie series, yeah.
But I remember, I hope it doesn't mind me saying, Aiden, who
Come off it, mate. We're here for a laugh.
from a famous soundbite like that, he got the Hogwarts Legacy game and was like scared to say that he was like playing it.
Right. Didn't want to out himself as a Harry Potter fella.
Well, I guess because it's like, oh, you're when you purchase the game, you're obviously helping J.K. Rowling get richer. Who, by the way, is already stupidly rich and will continue to be stupidly rich, even if you buy it or not. But I understand why people are upset. I get it.
One too many in the ass than I'd like.
Aiden comments live on his controversy, I guess.
Papa bless.
Papa bless. A fan of the show, by the way, Aiden, who watched our last episode.
Well,
So,
fantastic.
Thank you for that, Aiden. We appreciate you for that.
I'm
sorry, I hope you don't mind me.
skeptical. I'll say he's been skeptical about the show, hasn't he?
He hates this idea. I've always kind of said that, like, it's HBO. But I've been saying for a while, Dan, and you've not really been on my side about this, that I think HBO's been severely lacking as of late.
Okay. I don't have a problem with that. I mean, I think they're still producing some pretty good shows, but I agree they've been on a hotter streak in the past, and maybe they need to up their game.
I think
This could be the key, but it also could be the fucking flop.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, I just think it's been lacking as of late, and I don't know really what to think anymore. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't going to watch it. I am curious. But the problem is, it looks like an SNL skit.
Yeah, well, so,
And I think that threw me off more than I thought.
so if you want like the casting, well, this was the next casting was Papa Asidu has now been cast as Severus Snape, and then I think here we have
Papa bless.
yeah, bless Papa.
Now that was very controversial.
So this is the cast list, right?
Nick Frost as
The
Hagrid.
confirmed cast list so far. Nick Frost as Hagrid. Wow, what a casting that is. John Lithgow as Dumbledore. Paul Whitehouse. Now, I think that's this guy at the bottom.
Newcomers in the Harry
Or
Potter
this guy
franchise.
at the bottom right.
Yeah.
Luke Thallen as Quirinus Quirrell.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Who the fuck is that? I don't even know who that is.
As Severus,
Who's Quirrell?
and then Janet McTeer as Minerva. This
McGonagall.
lady... Sorry, Minerva McGonagall.
McGonagall, yeah.
She looks like the woman they put in that Australian Office show.
She does. Yeah, she does.
Yeah, the casting is a bit funny. I mean, it's not particularly like iconic. I'm not against newcomers, new faces to fill the roles and become iconic through their portrayal of the characters, but I'm not entirely convinced personally.
Yeah.
It doesn't look terrible. It's pretty standard casting, but yeah, that's the cast we have so far. And
You're gonna watch on day
they
one, come
did
on.
release you mentioned Nick Frost as
Now this
Hagrid.
throws me off. I don't know how I feel about this.
They released a photo of
It doesn't look right.
Nick Frost in costume. I think this is on set, right?
Yes, it was his first day.
Wow.
I don't know what to think about this.
Just his face is so...
He looks confused.
He looks
like,
stunned. He's the definition of a stunned mullet.
He's like,
right
what am
now.
I doing here? What's going on? Like, what am I doing here?
Is that Hagrid?
It doesn't.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, it is, but
who did the original? Robbie Coltrane?
yeah, Robbie Coltrane. Yeah, who did such an iconic job.
So iconic.
Yeah, it is. And he passed obviously. So in Nick Frost's like post on Instagram about him taking on the role, he was like, "I won't let you down, Robbie."
That is sweet, and I'll say
And he turned the comments off. By the way, so there
not
you
surprised by that. I think that Nick Frost could be a good Hagrid. I mean, I think he's done a lot of British film roles and stuff. He's like pretty recognizable with the British public. I think it could be a good fit, but I don't know. This photo just doesn't really inspire a huge amount of confidence for me. It feels like it'll be a little bit, like a cheap imitation, maybe. I don't know.
Well, he's meant to be like such a staple of the show, isn't he? Or the movie. And
that's
the books.
right. Well,
like, he's meant to be the heart almost.
Hagrid,
movies, you know. I don't know.
He's like the fourth kid almost.
I don't know how to feel about this. I'm sorry. I
Harry
don't want to be
Potter
mean, but
in his getup.
I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm really not. But I just don't know how to feel about this. And I was the positive one. I was like, this is going to be an interesting show.
Supposed to be a scar? Like we're not getting the full glimpse of the scar yet.
I don't know how to feel about this. It kind of and the costumes as well are very similar to the first movie. And he looks like he's dressed up as Daniel Radcliffe from Harry Potter for Halloween.
Yes.
He looks very similar.
I don't know how it's going to establish itself in a way that doesn't feel like it's just trying to recreate the Harry Potter movies, because they did such a good job. They achieved what they wanted to achieve. And it's like, how do you not come off as just a fucking cheap imitation?
No, that's a good point. I think because the movies, from what I haven't read the books. My mum read like the last three, I think, and I know Aiden. Sorry, Aiden, to call you out again, but Aiden read the all the books, and he said, and he loves the movies. And I've heard from the movies to the books. I've heard that the movies are actually a really good adaptation, and if you want like more to the story, reading the books is basically like the best thing to do, because it just like adds more to the story. I think something cool they could do with the TV show is like do stuff that they couldn't have done in the movies, and then like maybe add some things to the actual TV show, like some stuff that hasn't been done before, like some original stuff.
Maybe this world could have a McDonald's in it.
Surely they cut
this
that
was
out.
leaked. So this was a behind the scenes of the first day of filming, and it just made me laugh because we're seeing Harry and Hagrid.
Have they put stilts on Nick Frost?
Yeah, he looks like a big fella.
Huge, yeah.
And there's a fucking McDonald's in the back.
They'll edit that out, surely.
But what if they don't? And
well, that kind of brings me back to your question of what era is it set in?
Yeah, do we get the cool 2000s looking McDonald's or just the shitty
They can't do Hogwarts
McDonald's?
with. Here's the thing: it's like if they do a plot line where it's like phones exist but they're not allowed in Hogwarts, there's no way kids would go to school without their phones. So that would just be so unbelievable.
Phones would be such an interesting thing, like when you put that into the Hogwarts
Acro
world,
phone.
It would be very hard.
Flip comes out of the kid's hand and the teacher grabs it. Yeah.
It would just be so hard to.
Just the jokes write themselves.
Yeah, how do you implement that and not just completely take away from all the magic and stuff? You know, because magic is less impressive when you've got a phone.
The magic. The magic of. The magic of Harry Potter.
Okay.
Do you know what? The one thing that keeps me going about this show is do an entire episode in the Forbidden Forest with Aragard the spider. Now you got me.
Okay, that's cool.
As a fellow arachnophobe, now I reckon that would be fucking sick. Oh, and bring back Chris Columbus, the director, even though he probably wouldn't, because I think he said his piece on J.K. Rowling.
Do you think that Nick Frost popped off to get some Maccas while they were filming?
I'll be 2-6. He's like staying in character.
Oh, poor Nick Frost.
Wait, had they announced who's playing Lucius Malfoy yet?
No, not yet.
Okay, well, what if it's Tom Felton? What if they go from
Tom Felton?
From Jesus Christ, Dan.
My apologies.
Oh God. Oh my God. Well, he's doing it on stage, isn't he? He's playing.
Yes, his dad.
What if they're like, and it was just a warm up, Tom, for this role that we're gonna offer you, and he'll be like, wow, thanks.
It's a test. Ugh.
Wow.
Well, we will see.
And just to think that I was playing the son of this character 20 years ago.
Yeah, it seems like
killed myself if I
20
thought I
years
was
and you've had
responsible.
one job.
Well,
couldn't
he
find
wrote a
anything
book.
else to do.
I guess he was an author for a little bit. He's like, I'm so inspired by J.K. Rowling's writing. I must do my own.
Aha.
Aha.
Tommy.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's a bit of a flop and a flog, but it happens.
Well, look, we will keep y'all
Yeah,
updated.
can we do a Harry Potter like update every time there's a new photo or something?
Yeah, we'll keep looking at it when it comes out. We'll talk about it.
I'm sure the budget will be incredible.
I think there'll be a lot that's like objectively impressive from a TV show standpoint about it. Are they gonna do like some kind of Battle of the Bastards type shit? Like, I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you can't deny it. That shit would be kind of cool. I'm sorry. I'm really not trying to piss people off by saying that. I know it's going to annoy people, but I have to admit, I have thought about a few scenes from the films that would look pretty cool in the TV show.
As a TV version, yeah.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
could do
come
some
on.
cool things. They really could.
They could. Oh, they didn't.
The
announce
coolest thing they
who's-
could do is fire J.K. Rowling. That would be lit.
Yeah, but like they just could never be able. They could never do it.
No, of course not. I mean, she owns the rights, right? And I don't
Isn't
think
she
she's,
kind of working on it as well? Isn't she doing some?
She's EP, yeah, executive
exactly.
producer.
Yeah, well, she would have had a say in the casting as well, wouldn't she?
The kids have probably already met her, to be honest.
Hello, children. do you know who I am? She's so rich though, as well, man. She's insanely rich. Like,
Yeah.
isn't she the richest woman in the UK?
She
Or
she
like-
may or may not be.
or at least used to be. I remember she used to be. At
I
least.
think last week I said she was the richest maybe woman in the world. I did look it up. She is not quite the richest.
I don't know if she's the richest
woman in the world,
yeah.
but she's. Let me just say she's been like among the top 10 for the last like decade, basically. So
It's probably the biggest IP other than Superman.